everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. This time we are reviewing Heart Eyes, a dark comedy slasher pick directed by Josh Rubin and starring Olivia Holt and Mason Gooding. Right off the bat, you know what you're getting with Heart Eyes because it has the same DNA as such holiday slasher films such as Thanksgiving, Krampus, Christmas, Bloody Christmas, and of course the one that started it all, or at least the one that is perhaps the most iconic, Halloween. Halloween obviously is more serious and considered a thriller, where the other ones may be considered more satirical in nature. I don't know because I haven't watched all of them, but you know where you're getting when you go watch these kinds of movies. What's next? Bloody Bunny Easter egg hunt? Honestly though, I think it's apt to say that this movie follows closely in the footsteps of that other cast-driven horror, sometimes comedy, Scream. Except Heart Eyes doesn't really have the cast to back it up, even though Olivia Holt as Allie brings the Drew Barrymore energy. After all, Drew did star in the first Scream in the beginning before being offed in the first 10 minutes of that movie. And I really thought that Jordana Brewster, who plays Detective Shaw, looked a lot like Courtney Cox, who of course is in a lot, if not all of the Scream movies. I don't know because I haven't seen them all. This cast overall is just a lot of unknowns, which even the IMDb page for this movie doesn't even list the main actors first. They are actually very far down the list, which I found kind of funny. It's like IMDb doesn't even recognize Olivia Holt, who plays Allie, and Mason Gooding, who plays her partner in crime, Jay, as the main actors of this film.
Why would he say that?
And honestly, it's a shame because these two aren't terrible by any means. They do have some chemistry between them, a highlight being in the beginning of the film when they are having an impromptu dinner and the hopeless romantic Jay, who has obviously a thing for Allie, gets put into his place ruthlessly by her when she goes apeshit all over his belief that love conquers all, telling him that love never lasts and always ends up dead because whoever you love either cheats or ultimately dies on you. It's clear Allie has some unresolved issues stemming from a recent breakup in that scene, and sadly, it's probably, in my opinion, the best one in a sea of several stringed together scenes in which there are several attempts to merge comedy and horror together successfully, but don't ultimately mix, in which our romantic leads try to outrun and in the end just try to outsmart the Heart Eyes killer who kills couples for fun.
Chased by a fucking serial killer.
I guess part of the charm is that you're supposed to find it funny that the Heart Eyes killer wears a mask with two hearts for eyes, which by the way doubles as night vision goggles and also carries a mini crossbow that fires arrows with Cupid inscribed on them. I didn't buy it as that funny, and actually I wanted some more menace to the villain. After all, this is not only supposed to be a comedy but also a horror film, right? Hence why it is called a dark comedy. There are some disturbing kills here and there, but maybe I've just been too desensitized from the kills in the Terrifier series. I most likely shouldn't be comparing, but isn't that what we end up doing in the end, even if we don't mean to? We all just want to believe we rate everything in a vacuum, but that might be a little too idealistic, just like Jay's view on love conquering all. And then the comedy is a little lacking, and an argument can be made that dark comedy just hits different than actual vanilla comedy. I get it, but I still want to laugh a little no matter what kind of comedy, and this just didn't do it enough. There is a scene where the Heart Eyes killer is just walking around willy-nilly killing people at a drive-in while there's no cops in sight, and it just comes off as a little silly and not really in a funny way. Willy-nilly and just silly. That's going to be my title for this video. Let me write that down. Heart Eyes really doesn't do horror or comedy justice. They are both half-measured steps that meet in the middle but don't blend particularly well. Then there's the twist ending of who exactly the Heart Eyes killer is, kind of like a bait and switch, just like Scream did back in 1996 for the Ghostface killer so many years ago. Problem is, Scream did it much better. Yeah, I know, I'm doing it again. Comparison's a bitch. Maybe that should be my title. No, I think I like willy-nilly and just silly. At least Heart Eyes doesn't overstay its welcome with a runtime of 1 hour and 37 minutes. I'm really liking these shorter movies. Companion, The Last Showgirl, A Real Pain, and this film were all about an hour and a half long. So there's that. Anyway guys, I'm giving Heart Eyes a 5 out of 10. Go see it if you want to just get out, but chances are you can find something better to do with your time, especially on Valentine's Day. What was your feeling on Heart Eyes? What is your favorite holiday dark comedy slasher pick of all time? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want more of this content, and I will see you the next time when we venture into the void.